Good morning and welcome to You Be the Judge. On March 12th this year, the Center for Disease Control released a startling statistic. 1 out of 88 children born will be born afflicted by autism. This statistic should frighten so many parents, but we in northeastern Pennsylvania are blessed because we have a facility in our midst that has the ability to work with the families and work with these kids, and it's none other than the Friendship House. My guest today is Mary Christine Remick, the Executive Director of Autistic Services for the Friendship House. Is that correct?
Clinical Director.
Clinical Director, and you're a psychologist by training, is that correct?
That's correct.
Chris, if I may call you that.
Please.
Tell me a little bit about the Friendship House.
Well, Friendship House was started in the Civil War in the 1860s. I believe originally it was in downtown Scranton. It's on East Mountain now. And it was started to provide help, basic help, I'm sure, food and shelter for widows and children of the Army or the Civil War soldiers. And
from that time, 150 years to today, it's been helping people with afflictions of one sort or another, whether it's impoverished soldiers coming back from war or children with emotional problems, and now a real strong effort on helping families and children with autistic afflictions. And tell me a little bit about autism, if you would.
Okay, well, absolutely, I'd be delighted. The autism program at Friendship House started about 9 years ago when I came on board. And I'd just like to add to the Friendship House strength has always been that it responds to the community needs. So as more and more people were concerned about the rise in diagnosis, and were having their children diagnosed here, they decided to start an specialized autism program. And I was privileged to be a part of that. I have been working in the autism field for longer than that, and I came with with a very open mind and pretty good idea of how we wanted to start the program.
You know, when several years ago, when I had the privilege of serving on the Scranton School Board, we saw every year the increase in our student population with special education needs centering around autism. And you have to see that up at the Friendship House.
Absolutely. We serve in the autism program children from the ages of 2 to 21. We have a program for the children who are newly diagnosed, and that's an intensive 35-hour-a-week, what's recommended by neurologists and psychologists, and that's the number of hours and intensive service that seem to move IQ and improve the prognosis for children on, I always say, the autism spectrum, even though there's a whole list of things that fall under that right now. So we have that intensive service for the first few years, or sometimes children learn so quickly that that service is shorter, and they're into a typical pre-K.
Now, when we come back, I want to talk to you a little bit about where we are as far as trying to determine the causes of autism, because that has been something that scientists have been looking at for probably 30 or 40 years at least. And I know several years ago there was a great belief that thimerosal, the portion of vaccinations that suspended the vaccine, may have been the cause. And then there's other causes that are suspicious for causing autism. So please, let's talk about that when we come back from our break. Okay. And please stay tuned to You Be the Judge. I'm Todd O'Malley with the law offices of O'Malley and Langen. If I say accident, what do you think? Car crash? Falling down the steps? Unexpected events. People don't realize most of these accidents aren't really accidents. They're injuries caused by careless third parties. So if you've been hurt at work, call O'Malley and Langen. 1-800-817-COMP. 1-800-817-2667.